as a guard. Potentially could play right guard with that. Plays to and through the whistle occasionally, which you want to see out of a mauler. So very physical play, finishes off plays, very powerful. Can't ask for more on a prospect.
That offensive line at the Chargers is starting to look pretty strong. They took Rashawn Slater. Okay, we've got a bombshell. All right, sorry, Los Angeles Chargers offensive line.
No one's getting paid this time.
Okay, so the next bombshell. The Tennessee Titans have traded A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. What was that for? 18th overall?
For this pick, 18th pick and a third, I think. So
holy hell.
Yeah, obviously didn't want to pay the man because DK, AJ Brown and Debo coming into needing to get paid, and DK and AJ have the same agent. So
I didn't know that. There you go.
Yeah, so Ryan Tannehill,
big boy agent.
Ryan Tannehill now got nothing to throw to besides maybe a banged up Julio. I'm not even sure. I think it was on a 1 year deal anyway. So
they have to take receiver here.
And that's who did the Eagles pick? They had 2 picks. They picked Dave. They traded up and got Davis.
They traded up and got Davis, and then they haven't used that.
They must have known that this was in the works because that makes now sense.
Of course, yeah.
That why they traded up to get Davis, not pick a big wide receiver because they've just got one of the biggest wide receivers they could. AJ Brown and Smith.
Oh, man. Like, we're talking about Marquise Hollywood Brown and how I thought, his chemistry with Lamar, he's had an up year last year. Yeah. AJ Brown had a little bit of injury concerns last year.
Started the year slow.
Started slow,
but
he was a beast. Like him and Tannehill, had unbelievable chemistry. I don't know if that's just they couldn't afford to pay the man what he wanted to get paid. Well, Philadelphia get their big time receiver that they're after, and now Tennessee, you'd think, have to draft a wide receiver.
Yeah, well, otherwise Tannehill's going to be thrown at nobody. Like
Derrick Henry's fantasy stock just go up even more.
Yeah, you're getting 600 carries this year. Like, they're going to be playing the wishbone, like, bro. Like, oh man, I did. Wow. Like, Let's go back a little bit because let's blame Christian Kirk for this. He's fucked everything by getting that huge deal. So all the agents or all the wide receivers got paid. Yep. The problem with that is you've got all these guys getting paid, but you see elite draft classes come out year after year after year. And again, it might be. I don't want to say it's the last hurrah for wide receivers getting big deals, but you could see the wide receiver position going kind of how the running back's gone, is and you just get the young dudes, get them in, burn them out, get them out, get the next guys in, burn them out, and you get them for 5 years and you save that money instead of paying, because you need 2 or 3 wide receivers realistically to have a good class. You're paying them, you don't want to be paying one bloke 20 to 30 mil, considering where the salary cap's going to be going in the next couple of years. Long term, like that's just I'm not a huge fan of what the contracts and what the trades, like trading for Tyreek Hill, trading for Devontae Adams. They're really great, but you're then turning it around and then paying them fuckloads of money.
But a guy like Tyreek and a guy like Devontae, you kind of think, okay, they should be getting 20
top 5 wide receivers.
The head scratcher and a very Jacksonville move was paying Christian Kirk that much money from what we've seen. Hasn't been a bad receiver by any means, but hasn't shown that elite production.
It's elevated their stocks to ridiculous levels. So, and for the Tennessee Titans, they're just like, well, how the fuck are we going to pay AJ Brown? Essentially Devontae Adams equivalent money now for 20 plus mil a year. It was just like, well, we don't really want to do that. So they've bitten the bullet and traded him to the Eagles, who are like, cool, bring him here. We're maybe a bit of a younger team. We've got some cap room. We've got a young quarterback on a rookie deal essentially. We'll pay him 20 mil and away we go. So,
wow. 2 bombshell trades, 4 players. How good is the NFL draft? All right, so now
they also skipped New Orleans, which probably makes sense as well because we thought New Orleans might target wide receivers, so we might get 2 here to go back to back. We think that makes sense. I don't think offensive line or anything makes sense. What did I have?
Which receivers have we got left?
So it's Burks and Watson for the big guys,
and
Dotson just went. So Moore's like the only other little guy.
So you were big on Treylon Burks. Could we see Treylon Burks' name about to get read out?
So I had right tackle, tight end, safety, and defensive line.
That all changes now.
Without AJ Brown, they need a receiver. Yeah, they got to pick. And Burks is like a nice 1-for-1 trade out here for AJ Brown. So
Treylon Burks.
There it goes.
Hey, let's go. Hey, there's a few times today where I'm like, hey, we kind of know what we're talking about. We kind of know what we're talking about.
Occasionally we get
struggle to spit it out sometimes, but hey. All right, Treylon Burks, Arkansas Razorback, 6'2", 225.
He was that offensive.
4.55. Sean, what have you got in your notes? What did you see out of Treylon Burks? Is he going to be able to fill this big AJ Brown-sized hole at the Tennessee Titans?
The comparison is the
AJ Brown.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I think it essentially has been the Titans have gone, we can't pay AJ Brown. Let's get AJ Brown.
The AJ Brown the second.
So they're 4-year, $100 million contracts. He's getting $25 million a year. 57 guaranteed for AJ Brown. So that's the reason. Yeah. They couldn't pay him.
But Hill and Adams weren't getting 25 a year. He's the highest paid receiver in the league now.
Currently, yes.
Yeah, I think AJ Brown just became the highest paid receiver.
21, so yeah. Well, it's potentially only a 2-year deal for the 57 mil guaranteed, but the total big number, the average salary for a year is 25. But this is what you're getting. This guy, he contested ball all the time, no matter what.
So unbelievable highlight package that they're
There's another good comparison.
Deebo Samuel is the other comparison. Yeah. This guy, we talk about thick boys, thick receivers. That's we spoke about the smaller, faster guys sort of coming in vogue into the current league. You know what's better than a small, fast guy that's skinny?
Thick boys.
A big, thick boy that's just as fast. Yeah. His highlight package that they're putting together here from his Razorback days look unreal. Shown commodity. I think he had 66 receptions, 1,100 yards, 10 or 11 touchdowns. Yep. Treylon Burks, you said he was your favourite receiver. Maybe question mark around Jameson Williams had he not been hurt.
Yeah.
But you were very big on Treylon Burks. You obviously like this pick from Tennessee?
Yeah. After you just traded away AJ Brown, yes.
Has to be. Has to be done.
Yeah. And
look, they've actually got the comparison up there with AJ Brown. He's taller, very slightly slower, but has a better broad jump, and their draft grading is very similar.
Yeah, that was probably why Burks maybe fell down a little bit here as well. If he'd run in the 4.4 space, they might have been a little bit more comfortable with his overall speed.
I hate to flog a dead horse, but we bang on about it. Is it the most important measurable that there is? We see these guys that run these elite times and end up doing not much in the NFL. Yeah. Shout out to, John Ross or someone of that lot.
Hayward Bay, etc.
Hayward Bay, exactly. Is there that much difference between 4.48 and 4.55?
No, it's maybe if you're going up against a source and he's going to be able to stay with you quite easily. Like, matchups do make games, of course. So yes, there's going to be some issues there, but you're getting the contested ball, so you don't even care about the 40 if you want Burks. You're going, it doesn't matter. The cornerback's going to be there. He's going to win anyway.
Look at that tape.
He's going to get up and get the ball. He's going to outmuscle you, block you out and get there. So yeah, let's go some notes. Start with, I just wrote thick boy. So
thick boy. You write it with 2 C's?
No, I wrote it with 2 I's. So I think boy.
That's the boy. That's the boy.
Yeah.
You got to write thick with the 2 C's. You know.
Anyway, so of course we said he's not the fastest, but big, powerful, massive wingspan. 33.5-inch arms. So you love that. Great hands. Contested ball all over the place. Will fight through a quarterback. Again, I just keep running. Contested ball after contested ball after contested ball. High points the ball. QB has so much confidence in him. He just throws it up to him and he just makes it happen. He's very, as I said this, he's very different from all the other wide receivers in this class. And he's clearly different. And some comparisons I thought of was Aquan Bolden. I thought here maybe
Anquan was notoriously slow, but and had a very good career.
My better comparison is a slightly shorter Alshon Jeffrey. So that's where because again, another guy, not the fastest, played on the outside. All he did coming out of college was contested ball, and that's all he did in the NFL was contested ball after contested ball. So it was, that was what I kind of saw there. He's surprisingly quick in and out of his routes. So again, probably don't care about the 40. He runs good breaks, has good route running. Linebackers will hate trying to tackle him across the middle. I think he plays faster than what he was timed. His game tape, highlight after highlight, they ran the entire offensive through him. So, and I said, someone's going to be very happy drafting him. Has some wiggle for a big man. I'm in love. Maybe the next Debo.
I'm in love.
Yeah, that was my note. I'm in love. I wrote that on two guys, and I think Bonito was the other one that had got the I'm love.
There you go.
Because like you're watching tape, and like for me, I've got this is not a full time job, so I'm scouting 50 dudes and trying to watch at least 3 games for each one of them. So it gets monotonous. And then you put on a tape and you sit up and you're just like, holy shit, and you want to watch more. That was Burks.
Nice.
So yeah, I love the pick.
Interesting as well, because we spoke about Aiden Hutchinson at the top and how he didn't have that elite speed, but his 3-cone drill was ridiculous. Burks a little bit slow on his 3-cone as well. Mm-hmm. So we're not too concerned about this lack of pace. Obviously,
I think he's a better player than he is an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get guys like that. That happens. Jerry Rice.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah,
these measurables aren't everything, are they?